Good morning everyone, and welcome. I am Jeanette Gibbs, Senior Vice President of Penn State Health Ambulatory Services. I am honored to welcome you here today to help us celebrate the opening of Penn State Health Children's Lancaster Pediatric Center. This stunning new facility dedicated exclusively for children from infancy through 18 and beyond is the latest embodiment of our commitment to fully serve the communities where our patients reside. Lancaster families have a long history of seeking care from Penn State Health providers, whether from physicians who founded Physicians Alliance Limited, which joined us in 2017, or patients who use our Lime Spring Outpatient Center, just 2 miles down the road, or the patients who since 1970 have taken that short trip up to Hershey for their care. This fall, our new community hospital, Lancaster Medical Center, will open, and the inpatient care that we have been providing to the residents of Lancaster for 50 years will be readily available right here in this community. It is now my pleasure to open our event today by welcoming our health systems president, Steve Massini, the Chief Executive Officer of Penn State Health.
I got a little worried there, Jeanette, that you forgot who I was, but
Sorry.
It's all good. You know, it's great to be back here. It's hard to believe it's been a year so since we were here. And I have, something about these events. I'm fortunate in my role that I have had a couple of hospital groundbreakings and steel beam settings, and so I've been really privileged and honored to kind of be able to do a lot of that in a short period of time. And the weather always seems to be unpredictable. I've had snow, I've had rain, I've had sun, but it's always a beautiful day in Pennsylvania, so it's always good to be here. It's really great to be back, as Jeanette said, celebrating the opening of this beautiful outpatient practice behind me that expands Penn State Health's pediatric care within Lancaster County. You know, we've been in Lancaster County quite a bit the last few years, celebrating a number of our growth projects. We opened Lime Spring Outpatient Center in 2019 to make it easier for the community to access our primary and specialty care. A year later, we broke ground on Lancaster Medical Center, which I saw from the road coming down, which is coming along nicely. It'll be a 132-bed community hospital will open later this year in the fall. And in 2021, the spring, or just last year, as we talked about, we were right here in this very spot, kicking off the transformation of the old Toys R Us into this center. It's always wonderful to see a project and a promise that we made with Highmark come to completion. And as a father and a grandfather, this particular project is one that I love a great deal as we are celebrating kids and serving the kids of our community. Penn State Health Children's Lancaster Pediatric Center is now Lancaster County's largest pediatric outpatient practice. It offers care in nearly every pediatric specialty and subspecialty, as well as general pediatric care, walk-in care, labs, and diagnostics. For families who live here, this center means much more easier access and less travel time when kids and teens need care, which is so important. And in those times, and we hope there are not many, but when a child still needs that higher level of care, families have direct access to our nationally ranked Penn State Health Children's Hospital right here in our own region. The outpatient center behind me is an extension of our children's hospital, and the physicians and advanced providers who are located here work in partnership with our colleagues at the Children's Hospital in Hershey. In a few minutes, you'll hear more about this pediatric center, and you'll have the opportunity to tour it. I actually haven't been in it in quite a while too, so I'm pretty excited about getting in it myself. We put a lot of thought into every detail, from the design and the colors to the artwork and the toys, to ensure the environment is soothing for the kids and the families. We prioritize comfort and privacy. To those Lancaster County residents that have already chose Penn State Health for their healthcare needs, thank you. We hope that our expanded locations, such as this new pediatric practice and new community hospital, will provide additional opportunities for Penn State Health to meet the needs of the families in Lancaster County. To those that haven't leaned on us yet for care, please know that Penn State Health is committed to providing convenient access to a seamless continuum of high-quality care that stretches from newborn to geriatric medicine. And to the many excellent community physicians who practice here and who have asked us to enhance access to specialty and subspecialty care here in Lancaster, closer to where their patients live, we hope that this new pediatric center demonstrates that we have been listening and trying to respond to what we are hearing. We intend to continue to invest in Lancaster County as it grows. Our goal is to build a healthcare network that the majority of people that live in this region can access within 10 minutes our primary care providers, 20 minutes our specialists, and 30 minutes to one of our Penn State Health hospitals. There were obviously a lot of people that went into making this event happen today. The vision, the planning, the necessary approvals, and of course, all of the challenges that we've faced over the last 2 years. There were way too many to even begin to talk about, but the team here was incredible to keep things on time, on project, on budget. Just amazing work by the entire team. Before you know it, we'll be back up the road just a little ways to celebrate the opening of our Lancaster Medical Center. We're so excited about that as well. I have the honor of just recognizing a few people. Jeanette, if I can do that. I met him a little earlier. Congressman Lloyd Smucker is in the crowd. Lancaster County Commissioners Ray DiAgostino, Joshua Parsons, and John Trescott. Larissa Bailey, representing U.S. Senator Pat Toomey. Ben Martin, representing U.S. Senator Bob Casey. Emma Coliano, representing State Senator Scott Martin. Paul Davis, representing State Representative Brett Miller. Lisa Riggs, President, CEO of the Economic Development Company of Lancaster County. And Heather Balutis, newly named President, CEO of the Lancaster Chamber. Additionally, I'd like to thank two partners who helped give this former toy store its identity, and obviously could not have done it without them. IKM, who are the architects, and the High Associates, the developer and construction manager. Those individuals and companies did a tremendous job. So thank you for joining us, and look forward to doing the tour with you. Thanks again.
Thank you, Steve. I'd now like to introduce Karen Hanlon, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, of Highmark Health. In 2017, Penn State Health partnered with Highmark to build a regional health network that ensures access and continuity of care for patients and cost management of care for the business community. Highmark is a vital partner in our efforts to expand access to Penn State Health services in Lancaster County. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you. And thank you for everybody for being here today. It's a pleasure to join. I'm Karen Hanlon, Chief Operating Officer for Highmark Health, and I'm also a proud board member of Penn State Health, and so have the privilege of hearing through the planning of these sorts of projects, and to see it come to fruition is just really a pleasure. And especially important for this particular community. You know, the Highmark Health and Penn State Health collaboration came together about 5 years ago with one important goal in mind, and that was to build out world-class community-based network for care in all the communities served ultimately by the Penn State healthcare system. Every central Pennsylvanian deserves a network of access to care that is close to them, convenient for them, affordable for them. With today's opening of the Penn State Health Lancaster Pediatric Center, children and families in Lancaster County have greater access to compassionate, nationally recognized pediatric care that's supported by the physicians affiliated with the Penn State Children's Hospital. Nothing matters more than the health and well-being of our children. They deserve the best, and this facility is proud proof of that and will deliver that for the children of this community. And for children that need more advanced care, as Steve said, the Penn State Children's Hospital is only 30 miles away in Hershey, very accessible for those that require that higher level of care to go beyond the Lancaster facility. The access and the expertise offered by the Penn State Health Lancaster Pediatric family will help families book appointments faster, reduce travel time, and provide greater peace of mind because kids are receiving best-in-class care. Today's milestone demonstrates our long-term commitment to generations of Lancaster County residents, and we're far from done. In addition to the Pediatric Center, Penn State Health operates more than 10 outpatient practices in the county. And later this year, as Steve said, the Lancaster Medical Center will open. The state-of-the-art facility will offer more than 120 private inpatient beds, an emergency department, various specialty inpatient services, an imaging lab, complete medical and surgical capabilities, and an attached medical office building for outpatient services. No matter your age, no matter your health status, Penn State Health has the expert care that you need close to your neighborhood. The Penn State Health Highmark Health partnership is built to last. We're looking forward to creating remarkable health experiences for generations of central Pennsylvanians, freeing people to be their best. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Our next speaker is Dr. Yatin Vyas, Chair of the Department of Pediatrics at Penn State College of Medicine and Pediatrician-in-Chief at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. As a pediatric oncologist for many years before he assumed his leadership roles at Penn State Health and Penn State College of Medicine, Dr. Vyas strongly believes in the importance of providing young patients and their families with ready access to specialists. Welcome, Dr. Vyas.
Thank you very much indeed, and good morning all. Yes, I've been here about, I want to say 30 weeks now, using the neonatology terminology, like you're a 30-weeker feeder and grower, so I'm very excited. And despite the fact that I'm 30-weeker, I should point out that this particular event, to say that my heart is having a double somersault and is landing with a thud on the tender ribs of joy, even as a 30-weeker, I would say would be an understatement to comprehend my ecstasy as to where we find ourselves today. And I just told Steve that I've inherited this incredible vision that you all had conceived and to create an outstanding children's outpatient enterprise in this beautiful and historic community of Lancaster. So first of all, I want to welcome you all on behalf of 3,000 strong physicians and staff of Penn State Health. I extend my warmest welcome to each one of you as you tour this lovely place. And this is truly an extraordinary and exciting time for Penn State Health. But I would say that even more so for the people and the providers and for the families of this lovely community. Because as we sort of heard, now we are bringing the world-class care to the backyards. And this is very, very important for us to convey and understand the impact of this particular event. Look, we have been providing, Penn State Health has been providing outstanding care to children in the community for decades. And it's doing so by recruiting the finest people there are in the field. I've always said that it's people and program that build outstanding clinical enterprise. And we are replete with such individuals here. And look at the different programs that we have created. We have created a world-class, we have been provider in pediatric cancer. And as you pointed out, I'm a pediatric oncologist. And I've been around, and somebody asked me, how does this compare? I said, it compares to nothing. I mean, this is incredible. And pediatric cancer care has really been modeled on how science has been informing. As you know, no two kids are same, and no two kids with the same diagnosis have the same outcomes. And this is because they are biologically so unique and distinct. The disease drivers are so unique and distinct. And for us to have this recognition, fundamental recognition, that is really harnessed from the science that is coming out, innovative, consistently curative strategies that are brought out through the laboratory science that's going on only about 30 minutes away in Hershey Medical Center, will actually manifest in this particular center right here. So the care of the children and the outcomes are going to be superior through that kind of combination. Look at the Pediatric Heart Center and the Pediatric Heart Center and the outcomes of the pediatric patient with complex heart disease, I want to say is second to none, and we are superior to many of our competitors in the region in that particular realm. And I always use this word. My dad used to say, first deserve before you desire, and I'm telling you, Penn State Health has deserved. They've put in all the essential inputs of becoming an outstanding clinical enterprise are manifest here, so we do deserve to provide this care, and our children deserve to receive the very best care that is possible here. In the entire spectrum of clinical care will be provided here. We'll have 40 physicians and staff in this particular facility representing 20 subspecialties, an entire spectrum of subspecialties, from medical and surgical subspecialties, orthopedics, neurosurgery, urology, and such. And if you look at the spectrum of diseases, on one end you could have the simple thing like peanut allergy, and we would have the best trials for peanut allergy that will be offered, to the most complex gene therapies for complicated neuromuscular disorders. And we are one of the principal investigators in that realm. So I wanted to convey to you that the spectrum of care, the complexity of care that is possible in the academic pediatric centers will also be transferred over here. The same physicians, that's another very important thing to point out, as opposed to other institutions where you could have different physicians in the mothership versus the community centers. We are going to have the same subspecialty physicians come from Hershey. And look, I get it. I think that despite this promise of academia and scholarliness that is present, that translates into outstanding care, we are, after all, 35 minutes away, right? And so I think Penn State Health made a promise and a commitment to the community a few years ago to bring that outstanding care to the backyards of our children and our family right here. And today we have realized that. And I think this is what really today is about to me, that the time when we used to say that if you build, they shall come to the epicenter, which is the medical center, is really behind us, in my opinion. We need to go where the family is. We need to go where the patients are, the children are, and have them feel that the best care is available to you right here in your backyard. And this is what today is all about. And the final thing I want to say, that yes, although our mission and vision is to provide absolutely outstanding care to our children, but you see, when you provide that kind of care to this particular building right behind me, you see the decor, you see the ambience as you sort of take your tour inside. You see the zen feeling you get. You see the privacy inside, the color. Look, what this does, and I've been in pediatrics for almost 4 decades now, at least 35 years plus. And I've been to a number of different hospitals, and this is a place that makes you feel it's inviting, it's warm for our children, and interactive for our children. So I think as you go in, take a look at that as well. And when you're looking at those colors, remind yourself that it's just not the colors, but really the quality of care and the patient-centeredness of the care that we are going to provide here is what's going to distinguish us. And that's going to be our market differentiator. So I welcome you all again, and would be happy to take questions as we walk around. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you, Dr. Vyas. I'd now like to welcome the Honorable Lloyd Smucker, representing the 11th District of Pennsylvania in the U.S. House of Representatives.
Well, good morning. This is a wonderful event, particularly at a time when it feels in D.C. like there's not a lot of good news. It is wonderful to be at an event like this this morning, and I appreciate the opportunity to participate with you, and I'm here just to share my congratulations, my congratulations and my gratitude for choosing our community for your investment in this facility and in the upcoming hospital as well. And I just have a few comments that I'd like to make relative to that. One, a member of Congress spends a lot of time on healthcare policy. In fact, probably more than I would have anticipated going into it, and particularly as a member of the Ways and Means Committee. We have a lot of debate around ensuring that we have sufficient access, that it's affordable, and so on. But one thing becomes very clear in the conversations is that here in America, we have top quality health care. People come from all across the world to access the health care facilities and what we have to offer to our citizens. And I think that's particularly true right here in our community as well, in Lancaster County. We have a lot of wonderful providers to meet the needs of people, patients all across our community. And I think adding Penn State Health is a wonderful addition. I think that competition ensures that that service will continue to be delivered in the best possible way, and so we appreciate the commitment. And I'll tell you, Penn State just makes sense for Lancaster County. On the way out the door, I told my wife I was going to an event with Penn State. She said, well, make sure you wear your blue and white tie, which I didn't do, but we bleed blue and white here in Lancaster County, many of us, and so we appreciate you being here for that reason. Also, this facility, it's just fitting. As a parent, many parents in our community spent a lot of time, 3 kids, going up and down the aisles of this facility. And so it seems to me to be a very fitting reuse and a wonderful location for what you will be providing here. And certainly as a parent, the care for our kids, their health, is obviously a top priority. It's something we think about, we worry about, and so having a facility of this caliber here, with a system that many people here already are familiar with. I know many parents who have accessed the hospital, Penn State Hospital, for care for their kids, and so this, as an extension of that, will be absolutely wonderful. So again, we appreciate the commitment here, and we know that the doctors, nurse, and the entire staff will work every day to improve the lives of their patients, making sure that each child here can thrive and can live out their own dreams. So thank you for all the work that you will be doing in this building. Thank you for your work to make this happen. Thank you again for your commitment to our community. While I'm thanking you, by the way, thanks as well for, I know it's been a tough 2 years for anyone in healthcare, and so we just appreciate the work of Penn State Health to help us get through what we've been through in the past 2 years. So thank you for that. I know Penn State Health Children's Hospital is part of the Children's Miracle Network, which is an organization that helps support families of children with significant medical needs and provides assistance to healthcare professionals. And I also know that with the specialized pediatric care that will be coming out of this facility, we're going to be seeing a lot of miracles coming here to Lancaster County. So again, congratulations and thank you to the entire Penn State Health team.
Thank you, Representative Smucker. Now, I want to thank all of you for joining us today, both in person and virtually. As you can see, we're all very excited to start welcoming patients into our new wonderful pediatric outpatient center. For those of you who are here with us, we will proceed to a ribbon cutting followed by tours and refreshments. After the ribbon cutting, you can please meet us at the front entrance and meet a tour guide to be able to go through the outpatient center in small groups. For those of you who are joined remotely, you can enjoy a virtual tour from the comfort of your office or your home. Thank you again for helping us celebrate the grand opening of our new Penn State Health Children's Lancaster Pediatric Center. Thank you.
When a child you love needs medical care, it's good to know that pediatric treatment, backed by the expertise of Penn State Health, is available close to home. Penn State Health Children's Lancaster Pediatric Center is at the intersection of Harrisburg Pike and Route 30 in Manheim Township, where it has transformed a former Toys R Us store for a new use to help families with all their pediatric healthcare needs right here in Lancaster County. The bright exterior is easy to see and accessible, with plenty of free parking and a welcoming Nittany lion sitting outside. The interior was specially designed for children and teens. Families are greeted by bright interiors and natural light, which are friendly and soothing to even the youngest patients. The center features 20 outpatient pediatric specialties and subspecialties, providing convenient access to pediatric experts in areas like cardiology, neurology, behavioral health, and urology. And every provider is part of Penn State Health. That means they are directly connected to inpatient services, surgical care, and an extended team of pediatric specialists at Penn State Health Children's Hospital in Hershey, the region's only children's hospital. Lancaster Pediatric Center focuses on the complete needs of children, from newborn to 18 years old. Our primary care pediatricians offer annual checkups, vaccinations, and sick visits with comfortable and separate waiting areas for sick and well children. We also have convenient walk-in care, so your child can see a pediatrician without an appointment when their condition isn't serious enough for an emergency department visit. Need imaging or laboratory tests? Medical professionals adept at making the experience as comfortable as possible for your child provide these services on site. The thoughtfulness of the building's design, coupled with the unique features, including distraction kits and interactive wall art, speaks to Penn State Health's dedication to the children of our community. Childhood is precious. We hope you can focus on spending time enjoying it with your children, not driving to appointments. The care you need is available right here at Penn State Health Children's Lancaster Pediatric Center. To learn how to schedule an appointment, visit our website